interesting fact was that I saw nearly about to be frank, I had solved nearly about 1,000 questions, and I was quite fortunate to see the same questions that were repeated in the NEET MDS 2023. There is no other material in the market right now which gives you a specific topic or a specific area where you are weak in by using the artificial intelligence. A heart full of thanks for the members of the PULP as well as their founders for creating such a wonderful app for helping the students prepare for the NEET MDS. Be sure to read the questions very carefully, very calm-mindedly, so that you can understand the questions. The explanation of the PULP app is very quite precise, very quite to the point. Hello everyone. So this is Dr. Saurav S Nair, and I belong to the state of Kerala. And so this is going to be a short story of how I succeeded from a rank of 6,832 in the NEET MDS 2023 to a rank of 198 in the NEET MDS 2024. So starting with a small intro of who I am. So my name is Dr. Saurav S Nair, and I belong to the state of Kerala, and I had done my schooling from Kedra Vidyalaya Ottapalam, and I had completed my BDS from Amrita School of Dentistry, Edappalli, Kochi. So I was a mediocre student while doing my graduation in BDS. I was not that good of a learner in the initial stages of my graduation. It was only until the internship that I realized that so I have to move on up in my life, because the safe and protected zone of the college has nearly been ending at that time. So I wanted to somehow, because now as soon as the college ends, so it's a new phase of life. So I wanted to just stay aware of the fact that the things are going to change, and you are going to shift from a protected environment into the world of reality. So that's a major thing that had happened to me while doing my internship. So I had attempted the NEET MDS 2023 with only about, I would say, 2 to 3 days of preparation, or let's say 1 week of preparation. And the only preparation partner at that time of that period would definitely be PULP only, because I would definitely use the free version of the PULP at that time, and there was some uncertainty regarding whether the 2017 batch students would be able to write the exam of the NEET MDS 2023 or not. So due to the uncertainty, the preparation had been weaker when compared to the current preparation. But still, for that 1 week of preparation, I had just because I had to go to the college in the morning, and then I also used to go in the evening for the private clinic, which was located near our college only. I would also go there, so somehow I would be able to give only nearly about 2 to 3 hours of preparation, which was quite meager when compared to this. So despite of that tight schedule, I used to give about 2 to 3 hours of preparation for the NEET MDS 2023, and the only preparation partner for that exam was PULP. And despite of studying for only about 2 to 3 hours, the interesting fact was that I saw nearly about to be frank, I had solved nearly about 1,000 questions, and I was quite fortunate to see the same questions that were repeated in the NEET MDS 2023, same image-based questions. For example, the question that was on the T-Rion, the same image-based questions were asked, which I had practiced in the PULP app itself. So so that's one of the major reasons that I was able to secure a 6,800 rank in the NEET MDS 2023. But somehow I wasn't able to achieve what my dream was. Ultimately, my dream was to get into the Army Dental Corps. That was one of the realization and one of the decisions that I had taken during my internship regarding that my career is to be set in the Army Dental Corps. So while taking that decision, I had just given a try in the NEET MDS 2023 that how is the exam, because that was my first time. So how is the exam, what is the exam pattern, and how because it was my first time taking a computer based test, because initially in the in NEET UG it is a OMR based test, but here there is a gradual shift towards the computer based test. So I just wanted to know how the things are going on. So despite of the very less preparation which I had given in, I was able to score a 6,800 rank, which I think is a bit decent rank when compared to the amount of preparation that I have lent in the 2023 exam. So at that point of time while I was writing the exam, I was quite confident regarding the questions that were appearing similar. I think there were only certain word changes here and there, but there were nearly about 20 to 30 questions that I had attempted despite of the short period, which were repeated as same. So it gave me a confidence that the PULP has the core fundamental in it that would be helpful for the preparation for the 2024 NEET. So that's how the basic journey started with the PULP. So I was initially using the free version, which I am very confident that no other app in that category provides a free trial for you, giving all of their AI, artificial intelligence enabled technicalities for you to use and understand how that thing works, and in order to improve your preparation. So that's how I ended up deciding that we can give one more shot for the NEET MDS 2024, and let's see what happens. So to be frank, the major source of preparation for my NEET MDS 2024 was through PULP only, because PULP was my primary partner, I would say, because as I had said earlier, I was a mediocre student. I didn't have the base to get started on the preparation, because ultimately I think as much as I have seen, NEET MDS is basically an exam that constitute nearly about 60 to 70% questions of the basics. So I was to be frank, I was quite weak in the basics. So what I did was I initially, I started my NEET MDS 2024 preparation in the month of June 2023. So I made a decision that whatever happens, we have to crack this exam, and the willingness to do was there in me, because I had no other options to go around, and this was my last chance to prove that yes, we can do it. So that's the ultimate thing, I think, that motivates an individual when there is no other options for you and you are just left with a single door to succeed in your dreams. So from that day onwards, I used to give the daily free test that is available on the PULP. Because that's one of the key things that really decides whether you are going to excel in the exam or not. It is not the matter of fact that how much you revise or how much you how much you put in your efforts in. It's based on for succeeding in a competitive exam, it's ultimately, which is based on the multiple choice questions. It's basically the difference or the criteria that differentiates between a person who gets a rank above 200 or a person who gets a rank below 200 is the number of MCQs that an individual solves. Because ultimately your brain has to be trained to look upon the answer that is already given in the question paper. So the more amount of number of the MCQs that you will solve, the more confident you will get, so on that day onwards, that I would say it was in the month of June. From the first week of June, I started my preparation from ground zero. Let me clarify that I started my preparation from ground zero. I had no previous knowledge regarding any of the basics. I would say I was that weak in the basics. So I started my preparation day by day. So initially I would give the daily test. Though the scores were quite less in the initial days of preparation, it's quite disheartening when you see that your scores are low. But the main thing that ultimately decides whether you are going to make it or not is the consistency that you work with it. Because every day, I think, is a new challenge, is a new game. You have to defeat yourself, the previous day yourself, so that you can exceed and succeed in the coming days. So basically that was this initial days of preparation when I used to give the daily mock test, and I also had gotten the courage to write the NEET MDS mocks, which was there for 1 week. So I used to write those mock tests and evaluate. One of the major things that most students get disheartened, even I myself got disheartened in the initial days of preparation, was as soon as the test ends and we see the result, the number of negatives would be increasing. But I would say it's fine, because in the initial stages of preparation the number of negatives would be high, because we are starting from ground zero, right? So the number of negatives would definitely be low. But the thing that an individual must always keep in his mind is that ultimately what your aim is. So we have to reach that aim. So for that journey, these small steps are required to take. So there is no reason to feel disheartened by seeing the negatives. But the thing that you should always take in consideration is definitely that after the examines, you should take nearly about 2 to 3 hours separate, and you should analyze the question paper, analyze the answers that you have marked, analyze those fields that you are weak in. Say I was weak in the prosthodontics area, I was very weak, I was damn weak in the prosthodontics area. But yeah, so that's one of the major advantages in the PULP, because PULP has, as I mentioned earlier, has its AI enabled analytics. So it has definitely enabled, because I think there is no other material in the market right now which gives you a specific topic or a specific area where you are weak in by using the artificial intelligence. So I think that's one of the major differentiating factors between PULP and other competitors that are present in the arena right now. And that's one of the major differentiators, I would definitely say, because it has helped me scale from the rank of 6,800 to a rank of 198, because those AI enabled analytics help you realize in which subject are you weak. For example, it gives a basic idea on how much negatives you have given, or how much negatives were incurred in the medical field or in the dental part of the exam. So and also individually in each subjects, which subject has incurred most of the negatives. For in the initial stages of preparation, as I mentioned earlier, prosthodontics was a very weak subject for me, and also oral medicine and radiology, because it's quite confusing in the initial stages of preparation. But as the preparation goes on, and as day by day, as your strategies improve, see, ultimately I think because everyone's life is different, everyone's situation is different, their preparation schedule will also be different. But ultimately, the ultimate thing that a person should give is the time. See, when you're serious about something, you will never feel tired doing the thing that will help you reach that goal. So that's one of the things that I had learned, because I have never given such an effort in my life before. As I mentioned earlier, I was a mediocre student. I used to feel that there is no need to study and all till the internship. Let it be my 10th, let it be my 12th, let it be my graduation. I always used to start to study just 2 to 3 days before exam. But the change that I have felt during this preparation is that as we realize that this is the last chance that we can use to prove ourselves. I used to give nearly about 8 to 10 hours of preparation in the initial stages itself, because ultimately, see, if you want to improve in certain areas, you have to give the dedicated time. And I think it would be easier if you have a certain goal in your mind. For example, for me, it was Army Dental Corps all and all, because I was that mad for getting in the army. I am quite fascinated for the same thing, right? So ultimately it's different for different individuals. For me it was army, and I was quite disheartened at the NEET MDS 2023 result, saying that I won't get into the army. So I took the decision on the next day of the result that yeah, we have to crack this exam and we have to make our dreams come true. So yeah, so that's the initial stages of preparation, which I would definitely giving about a brief of how the timetable was for me. Basically, I think there are 5 requirements for the preparations to undergo. The first one would definitely be the amount of time that you are able to give. I was quite pressurized by my parents to go to a clinic during my preparatory stage, so that I could not lose the contact or touch in the clinical dentistry. But I said that, see, you please give me this 1 year, I will put my level best, and I will achieve the results. I don't want any other kind of distractions in this course. So my parents were kind enough to let me do what I believed in. And yeah, so the main 5 preparation, the amount of time I used to give 8 to 10 hours in the initial stage of preparation, and nearly about 4 months before exams I would definitely give 14 to 16 hours of preparation time. And the second is the as I mentioned earlier, the consistency that you put in. See, each day is a difficult, each day is a different scenario, each day different conditions arises, different type of mentality would be there for us, and every day there is a constant match going on between the laziness on our side. See, everyone is lazy. There is no one who is very punctual in all day. So everyone is a bit lazy, but there is a war going inside us only, whether between the laziness and our goals. So we should always give much more attention towards the goals and not be lazy. But yeah, I have been lazy in the initial stages of preparation. To be frank, that happens to everyone. It does not matter whether he is a topper or not. It happens to everyone. So, but one of the major things that kept me going in the race was definitely the PULP's tests, daily tests, because as day by day the test progressed, I saw a small, not that huge significant difference in my marks, but saw a small progress day by day in the daily test results. And also eventually the marks raise. So initially I would, for example, I used to score nearly about 200 or 260 something in the initial NEET MDS mock test. Then the scores gradually raised to 300, 340, 360, 600, 700, and at the last stages I reached a score of about nearly 700, 800 something score I had reached. So yeah, so you have to make decisions and let those small progresses that you make, you should take them seriously, and those will help you stay motivated and get to the results. So that's one of the things that I would want to share, and also definitely I have no other words to thank the team of the PULP as well as the PULP app and its founders and its members, whoever is there in that specific company, to having helped me to reach my goals and my targets. Because I got the premium version of the PULP say in the month of August. From that day onwards, it was a piece of cake for me, because as I had gotten more approach towards more questions, I had improved my learning. So a heart full of thanks for the members of the PULP as well as their founders for creating such a wonderful app for helping the students prepare for the NEET MDS. Yeah, it has been quite a strenuous journey because I didn't opt for any other academy for coaching and all, and for being a solo rider, it's quite difficult in this field of competitiveness, but it takes a huge toll on your mental health itself, because when you see others preparing through the multiple academies and all, here you are doing your own lone warrior type of stuff. But the one thing that I would definitely recommend the students who are going to prepare for the NEET MDS 2025 is that always believe in yourself, always have that outlook for yourself, have that belief in yourself that you can achieve it. Because if I am able to do it, you can definitely do it. It's quite a fact that if I am able to do it, you can definitely do it, and you must do it. See, ultimately the thing that decides whether you can get a good rank or not is the preparation that you give, and ultimately the kind of mental state that you are in, and in that day of the exam. Because if you're quite stressed during that day of preparation, you would make mistakes in those questions which are quite relatively easy, and that would definitely take a toll on your ranks. So stay happy, stay calm on the day of the exam, stay quite ready and quite confident to tackle those twisted questions. See, ultimately what I have seen during my preparation stage is all the questions were quite basic and quite to the point questions, but the way the questions were asked were kind of twisted. So be sure to read the questions very carefully, very calm-mindedly, so that you can understand the question. See, one of the major things that you should do, or you should incorporate in your preparation, is to read the explanations that is given beneath each of the questions. And the explanation of the PULP app is very quite precise, very quite to the point, so that it won't lead to waste of time reading the all those unnecessary facts which are not that quite important for the preparation for the NEET MDS. So ultimately, the one and only thing that I would want to say from the bottom of my heart to all those who are there ready to prepare for the upcoming NEET MDS 2025 by themselves is that you should go ahead, trust in yourselves, trust in your parents, trust in your preparation, trust in your hard work, and trust in PULP. Okay, so see, PULP has created wonders in my life. It has motivated me at the times of being not able to study. It has helped me solve there were nearly 31,000 questions which are present in the question bank of the PULP, and I was left nearly to about 100 new questions in the end of my preparation. So I had solved nearly about 31,000 something questions during my preparation. So solve as many MCQs that you are possible for you, read as many explanations, make notes. See, what I used to do is I used to create 17 notebooks. So for each subject I would create a specific notebook, so I could write the mistakes and the explanation for those mistakes on that specific subject book. So it would be much easier to revise in the final stages of preparation, because revision plays a major key. See, ultimately, the amount of time you put in revision and amount of time you put in solving MCQs is going to decide your rank. There is no other thing that is going to decide. These two things will definitely create wonders in your life. So what I used to do is I would start my day while revising the mistakes that I had done in the previous day. Okay, so for example, if in the yesterday's exam I had made about 20 questions wrong, so I would read those questions in the morning of the next day in the early. So I used to wake up at 5, and then till 5 to 8 I would do the revision, so that it would be in our mind. And then in the after having breakfast, I would go on with the daily test, so that I could give my best shot and also train my mind to be kept active during the exam hours, because NEET MDS is usually done at the 9:30 to 12:30 slot. I would try to do the daily test as well as the NEET MDS mock test at that time slot itself, because ultimately when you do a thing for 365 days, your mind will get trained to do the same thing. So it would be better if you do the daily test and the mock test in the exam period itself, or at the time the real exam is being conducted, so that your mind remains sharp and active at that specific period of time. And the second thing that I would definitely want to share is look at the analytics of the PULP app. It will definitely help you to round off those areas or those topics or those subjects which you are weak. Those subjects that you are weak, you should put more attention, more time toward preparing and solving more number of MCQs in that specific topic or specific subject. See, at the initial stages of preparation, it is quite hard. I know that I have been through that phase for multiple times. Yeah, so the initial phase of preparation is quite hard, but trust yourself, you can do it. It's as the days proceed and as the amount of hard work that you put in increases, you will definitely see the changes that start happening in your life. Always it would be better if you start your day with some kind of meditation or something that helps to calm your mind. See, we all have our own anxieties. What if I am not able to score good in NEET? All those doubts arise in our mind. But what I used to do is I always start the day by taking about 5 minutes of meditation, or 5 minutes of just sitting near the gods, or in the we have our own prayer room. So just near to that, sitting near to the God and sharing what all doubts we have, and giving those doubts to him, so that we can study. See, according to me, the ultimate aim for creating gods and all those things is to leave the uncertainty with him and do as much as we can do from ourselves. So I used to give all the uncertainties, whether I can do it or whether is it possible with me, whether my preparation is okay. All those uncertainties I would leave it God. I would say that, dekho, I am doing what I am capable of. I am putting my maximum efforts. rest is all in your hands. So those kind of emotions I would definitely give up on God, and I would, so that kind of feeling would definitely help you leave those uncertainties far, so that you can put more efforts in your preparation. So after the daily test, I would take some time out to analyze the mistakes that I have done. See, in the initial stages of preparation there would be mistakes. As your stages of preparation proceeds, the number of questions that you mistake will definitely get less. It is a matter of fact that how well you revise those mistakes that you have done earlier. And be sure to use the AI guided analytics and as well as the prep DNA. That is specific. These are these features that are not present in any other apps or any other academies that you can see in the arena right now. They have the prep DNA, which will definitely give you an idea regarding which subjects, which topic, which area you are weak in, so you can give more effort in that area and make your weakness into your strength. So that's the basic message that I want to give. And yeah, so the ultimate thing that I would want to share is see, it does not matter in which academy or in which book you are following. The ultimate thing that determines whether you are going to make it or not is the amount of hard work you put in, and the right amount of work or right amount of direction you are putting that hard work in. And for that, I would definitely think pulp is a better option, best option in the market currently. And yeah, so this is a short story regarding the thing. And I let you know all my heartfelt gratitude to all those individuals in the members of the PULP, as well as the their support team, for giving all the required knowledge, and as well as the analytics for helping me succeed through this journey. Thank you.